Afternoon, Eagles and Bills at Orchard Park, and here is what's on the line for both teams today in Buffalo. Eagles have already clinched the NFC East. They could move up to the 2 seed in the NFC. They can't get to number 1. Bills, meanwhile, have clinched a spot in the playoffs. They could still win the AFC East with wins in their last 2 games against the Eagles and Jets. If the Patriots lose once, they still have an outside shot at the 1 seed in the AFC. So, big game in Buffalo.
I think the way that I put it in terms is to win the lottery, you got to buy a ticket. To win a Super Bowl, you got to make the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is our ticket.
We know it's probably going to be a little more fire, for them in this game. You always want to go against the best, especially a guy like Josh Allen and reign MVP and that defense that they have over there and the players that they have. So it's an exciting matchup, and we look forward to it.
This is a week that we have to get better. Next week's a week we have to get better. So we're trying to play our best football by the end of the season.
All right, Sal Palantonio, along with the Eagles, have made the trip to Orchard Park for this one. Sal, what do we need to know ahead of this game that means everything to the Bills and is sort of complicated for the Eagles?
Well, Michael, it was supposed to start raining in about an hour, but just for Sunday NFL Countdown, apparently, they accelerated the weather, and it has just started freezing rain right here at Highmark Stadium. You can see over my left shoulder on the scoreboard that Buffalo Bills flag waving in the wind, and it is going to be raining from now until kickoff all the way throughout the game. We have a severe flood watch here in Buffalo, heavy rain throughout the game. Now, as for Josh Allen, his right foot, steadily improved throughout the week, according to head coach Sean McDermott. Got better and better. He is good to go and will start today against the Philadelphia Eagles. As for his 2 tight ends, they are major question marks. Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, both limited in practice on Friday, questionable for today's game. I don't know how much that decision about whether to play him will be determined by how slick the surface will be here at Highmark Stadium, but it's definitely something to watch. Very difficult right now to throw on the Philadelphia Eagles pass defense. They got Pro Bowlers at every single level. The 2 sophomore sensations at cornerback, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell going to the Pro Bowl. Zach Bond, their middle linebacker, going to the Pro Bowl. Jalen Carter back after missing 3 games with a shoulder injury. Will play in this game, going to the Pro Bowl. Jordan Davis should go to the Pro Bowl as an alternate. Pro Bowls all the way around. And the completion percentage for opposing quarterbacks against the Philadelphia Eagles right now, league low, 55%. The Eagles have only surrendered 13 touchdown passes, also best in the National Football League. So you want to do anything against this Eagles defense, you got to run the ball with James Cook. Tough to throw on him right now. Be tough in these conditions as well, Michael.
That's perfectly put, Sal. It's exactly what we were talking about last night, Randy, about the running games here. You got Saquon in that running game on one side, and then James Cook. You talked about him on SportsCenter before we came on the air today, currently leading the National Football League in rushing.
I only go back to the Thursday night game where the Buffalo Bills played the Houston Texans, and the Texans defense just embarrassed Josh Allen in his offense. And ever since that game, Greeny, the Buffalo Bills and OC Brady haven't looked back since. In the last 4 weeks, and I know it's been, 6 weeks since the Thursday night game, but I want to go about the last month. We talk about the month of December gets here. You want to be playing your best football. We talk about Josh Allen and what he means to the organization. But when you look at what James Cook has been able to do in the last 4 weeks, averaging 112 yards a game. To mix that with Josh Allen's legs and arms, I don't care if rain is a factor today. As long as it's not windy, Josh Allen will still make things happen.
Yeah, and so it's how the Eagles, stop the run game. I think that's a big question. I love it when players make an off-season decision to improve themselves as a player, whether it's weight or a specific way you got to train. Jordan Davis, who I've referred to on the show as Skinny Jordan Davis, all right? Yeah. What he did over the course of the last offseason and losing weight like he did, there's a 2022 training camp shot, and then coming in 20 to 30 pounds lighter, and it's just shown. It's just shown. He's played a league high, career high 62% of the snaps, but you see him versus the run here. I need these guys in front of me as a linebacker that are going to play technique, that are going to take on blocks, that can play off of blocks if there's a little X stunt in front of him. Jordan Davis has made these plays recently. He's got 65 tackles, 4.5 sacks. Skinny Jordan Davis has had a great season. Sal's right. He belongs in the Pro Bowl. But Zach Bond, linebackers against this run game. Jordan Davis takes up the blocks, right? Because Jalen Carter, he does whatever he feels like. I mean, you guys know that he's sort of a wild card, but Jordan Davis is a key here, Rex, in terms of what he does.
Yeah, to me, he's outplayed Jalen Carter, and Jalen Carter.
I agree.
3 games and all that, and to me, he shows up when he wants to. Give me a break. Jordan Davis should be in that Pro Bowl, and he's the anchor of it. But in Zach Bond, yeah, it's great. He can make all those tackles because Jordan Davis eating up 2 guys. If not, he makes the tackle. So to me, whoever runs the ball better wins this game. Well, it should be obvious, right, that the Philadelphia Eagles should do it. Mosh, you said earlier, I mean, 3 games in a row where Saquon's gone over 100, 3 games in a row he's been in the paint. Why would you run the ball, though, against the Buffalo Bills? I don't know. They're giving up 5.4 yards a carry. That would be 7th worst in the history of the National Football League. Wow. So give me a break. Dehydrate him. Get the quarterback underneath center. Give the ball to Saquon about 25 times. And Jalen Hurts, use your legs. All right? That's how you're going to win this game. But here's the problem. On the other side, the Buffalo Bills do lead the National Football League in rushing. And you mentioned it. Looky.
Here comes
Cookie. And you got Josh Allen. So the combination, who's going to be better? The combination of Josh Allen and James Cook or Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. Yeah. That's who wins this game.
Okay. I just want to, did Sal Powell say freezing rain, flood warning, and windy?
All of those.
So just another normal day in Buffalo. Correct. Right? Like, I mean, these are 2 teams, you said it, that already like to run the ball, and it's in these conditions. Again, that might be all we see. And I don't know. Obviously getting Jalen Carter back for this Eagles defense is really, they're going to have to stop the run, right? Like this Buffalo Bills run game is so good. But again, their defense can't stop the run. You said it, Rex. Like, I don't know who to take in this. I do think both quarterbacks' legs will be a factor. Yep. And if anybody can throw the ball in these conditions, it's Josh Allen, right? I do want to see that. If he can throw, he obviously played in Wyoming. He's used to these conditions in Buffalo. Will that be a factor?
And we talked about it, but the thing is, the problem is, they may have one tight end out or both tight ends out. We don't know that yet.
Who are their 2 best receivers, by the way?
2 best receivers, because they're not going to throw it on the outside with DeJean and Mitchell. There's no chance of that. So it's going to be interesting.
For whatever this is worth, the late money is moving the line significantly towards Buffalo. About a half hour ago, this game was 1.5. It is now a 3-point favorite, are the Bills at home. Take that for what it's worth. The money is moving it in Buffalo's directions. Meanwhile, speaking of Buffalo's direction and all that weather and everything else, the sights and the sounds and the smells of Buffalo are among the league's grandest traditions, one that will feel completely different next year as they move into a new home. So as they make this final run at their old stadium, Chris Berman sat down with some of the legends who circle the wagons for so long, so well.